What's the first song that comes to your head, Boris?
Boom, 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 boom,
Doom,
boom,
doom,
boom, boom, boom,
doom, doom,
boom,
doom,
boom,
doom,
boom,
doom, doom,
boom,
doom, doom.
boom,
I already
boom,
fucked it
boom,
up.
boom, 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 boom,
Boom.
boom, 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 boom. When the night
Night.
has come
And
and the
And the
land is
dawn
dark
is dark.
and the
the
moon
mountains
is the only. This is why.
I will sing.
This is why
That
even
was great.
professional musicians needed
So
to adapt.
darling,
Darling,
stand by
By
me.
It sounds like
Oh,
it's in sync to me, but I know it isn't. But that's
It's-
enough. I feel like that's about the amount
That's
of
enough,
our
man.
audience
Welcome to
here.
the Bushwick Bears
Welcome
podcast,
to the Bushwick
you guys.
Bears.
That's good. I'm Jericho. There's Boris. Say something, Boris.
Sup? I'm gonna go ahead and cover my bong from the window that I should have probably done earlier. But just at least it's not there the whole time.
The whole
Yeah,
time.
that's-
Derek, say what's up.
What's up, Derek?
See, now we got everybody. We're in it. Guys, here we are.
Yep.
I don't even know what the date is. I don't know what the day of the week is. I don't know what the time is. It doesn't matter. We're still in it, though. We're still on.
At the time of this recording, it's January 13th. I only know like I'm staring at a computer.
January
I'm not happy.
13th.
Yeah.
Last night, got some barbecue from a local barbecue place, right?
Mm-hmm.
And because I've told you, I've lost you guys. I don't know, like I haven't seen you guys in a little while, but I've lost like 50 fucking pounds, right? I've been working out. I've just been eating pretty good, doing the thing.
Yeah, you look great.
But thank you. I
Skin's
feel
clearing
okay.
up and everything.
You know, doing all right. But I got barbecue last night, and I was so good and satisfied. You know, when you eat barbecue or like something like a lot of meat, and you just feel so satisfied. I was like, man, I may never know the joy of looking down and seeing my dick when I look down, but vegetarians will never know the joy of a belly full of barbecue like I had last night. You know what I'm saying? There's something about that level of satisfaction that can't be described.
You know what's
That's true.
even worse? There's fat vegetarians who can't see their dicks still.
they don't get either side of it.
Yeah.
No matter what my diet is right now, I can't see my dick.
I just remember that joke that I poorly executed. It always reminds me of one of my friends in his mom's office growing up, and she was like one of the nicest, like positive people I've ever met. Right, just in her day-to-day life, she was always just a ball of beautiful energy. Right, but in her office, I always remember there was a little plaque that said, "Nothing tastes as good as skinny feels."
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, wow, even she's fucked up. You know, even she has some issue about the way she looks and the way she feels, you know?
I mean, I feel horrible. We've gone in opposite directions. I've gained a bunch of weight because I am totally sedentary, not doing anything with my life right now. And I hate it. So I'm excited to be able at some opportunity to be able to get back out into a functioning active world. Yeah.
You're by yourself too, right? Your wife's not in town right now.
That's part of it too. Is my wife's not in town, and
you just go back to your like worst habits, right?
Yes, for sure. I eat frosting for breakfast. Just straight out of the can.
You had to think about that.
Well, I had to think of what the least offensive thing I have for breakfast is. It's either that or sushi. I either eat frosting or sushi.
What you eat spoonfuls of frosting and then chase it with sushi, you know?
Dude.
Right. Well, I don't want to be crazy.
Funny you mentioned sushi. I actually, for the first time yesterday, and then I got too much, so we had it for lunch again. I made my own sushi. Megan,
nice.
I went to the Asian grocery store in Jersey, picked up some salmon, some tuna, a little bit of rice. I had no idea how specific the rice situation was. The sticky
it's
rice.
very we have there are those type of grocery stores over here in Sunnyside.
Maybe.
Yeah.
There are, yeah. I don't know.
I
I'd
would
say
go
it's-
over there for some sushi grade salmon and shit because it was way cheaper than like I've seen it at Wegmans for a lot more expensive.
We were thinking about taking like a sushi rolling class.
Dude, don't even take a class. You rolled a blunt before, right?
I'm not good at it though.
It's honestly, I'm not going to pretend that I did as good of a job as if you like ordered it. Like some of it fell apart. The first one, I didn't put enough rice in, whatever. But it's a fun thing to do together. I don't know if you need a class. I really just like got the wooden thing. I put it on there. I spread it. I rolled it. It wasn't rocket science. Like I bet a class would be fun, but like this sushi shit ain't shit, yo. They got these chefs doing 20 years in Japan, whatever. Fuck that.
Oh man,
Did you hear that? The entire country and people of Japan, you're frauds.
Yeah, Jiro dreams of these nuts.
Yeah.
that just reminded me of. That just reminded me of a Clint joke. Rest in peace. That just reminded me of one of his jokes. Remember that joke he had where he was like, "I just wish I looked Asian enough to be the guy behind the sushi counter at the grocery store."
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I always thought that was a funny joke. Rest in
Yeah.
peace, Clint.
Rest in peace, Clint. Yeah,
I always thought that was a good joke.
that was a great joke.
I always thought that'd be a fun job, like, because it has to be, right? Like you go to like the sushi restaurants and there's all these the Asian dudes working, or you go to like the Mexican restaurant, there's always Mexican dudes working. Could I go to another country and be like the American bartender at a Hard Rock or something?
Right, yeah, at a Dick's Last Resort.
Or something like that. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Some other job where you get hired just because you look like a white American.
Yeah, like a domestic terrorist.
Well, it wouldn't be domestic over there.
Right, but if you're playing the role of a domestic
Right.
terrorist, right.
I just like, could I be the white dude who has to be the short order cook at a Denny's in Japan?
Yeah. They'll be like, moons over Miami ain't shit, you know. We roll sushi, but apparently that's a sham, according to Boris.
No, I'm not saying it's easy, and I'm sure it gets to like another level. I heard Megan was telling me that like the rice making, which in its own was like, you gotta like, you have the ratio of water to rice, you bring it to a boil for a minute, you turn it off for a minute, you put it back at a simmer for 20 minutes, you turn it off for 10 minutes, then you open it, and then you fluff it. So that was like the whole process of making the rice. And supposedly these like chef's apprentices will spend like 5 to 10 years on rice.
Years, yeah.
Before
Years
they
on the
ever
rice.
let them touch the fish.
Uncle Ben lets me do it in 10 minutes.
Did you yeah, that's always I was gonna ask you, I was like, did you wash the rice like 7 times and shit before you cooked it?
I didn't wash the rice once. Is that
Yeah, I thought that's what happened when you boiled it. Isn't it getting wet there?
No, with sticky rice, you're supposed to wash it like 2 or 3 times before you cook it.
How do you wash it though?
You literally just
Like
put
in
it
a
under the
colander?
sink, wash it. Yeah, exactly.
But doesn't it absorb the water?
No, it's got to
just
cook
rinses
for
up.
it. It's got to be
gotta
hot.
cook for it to absorb.
You got to take each little grain and you take a tiny.
You guys
little
have watched
brush.
Euro Dreams of Sushi,
That's some
right?
straight up bullshit.
Dude, that's like a thing they'd make you do, like the mean sergeant in like in the Japanese military is like have a little brush and clean each little grain of rice individually.
Right? A well-placed beep is my favorite thing in the whole world.
Wait, did you do a beep? I didn't even notice that.
It's just
Yeah. Oh yeah, you didn't notice it?
I thought my brain just censored you.
No.
Am
Derek,
I-
try to beat me, will you? You ready? Try
Yeah.
to beat me. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Boris, you no good mother.
That's pretty good. That worked. On my end, it worked.
I think the delay
Yeah,
helps. I don't, you know.
It helps.
Whoops.
Oh my god, I was on one of these I was on a morning radio show doing promo, right?
Mhm.
And I was so conscious. You know, it's like 7 in the morning when I get there, and it's like, don't swear. and I one of my buddies, a comedian in that town that I was in.
Yeah.
He's like a AA. He's like, not only is he in the program now, he is a drug and alcohol counselor. He's got like a kid. He's like, he's totally
he's really
clean
fucking up.
Yeah, right. He's totally clean on stage, right? So, but we went there together. I had him. He came and picked me up, and we went down to do the morning radio. And we're doing the radio, and I'm doing so good. I'm not swearing. And he keeps swearing, and I'm like, oh man, it's like I brought you here. Like you're supposed to be the good one, and it's going. But I tell a story of being at Stanhope's house one time, and they're playing piss roulette.
Yeah.
And I the punchline of the story is like, yeah, and then she drank the piss, right? And all of a sudden I see the morning guy hit the delay button on me when I'm in the middle of the story, and I was like, what did I do? I haven't sworn all morning. I've been so good. He's like, yeah, you're not allowed to talk about ingesting bodily fluid.
Yeah, ingesting bodily fluid. That makes
Apparently
sense.
that's a thing that I didn't know.
Yeah. It is gross as shit.
I could tell the whole story about the piss roulette, but then when I said, and she got the piss.
They were waiting to see if you turn it around the whole time. They were like, maybe it'll end in a wholesome way.
Man, Derek, we're like Chris Paul and Blake Griffin right now with the alley. I was waiting for you to do it. I threw you the alley oop and you slam dunked it home.
I know. We're having this is a lot of fun. I've got some new technology. Oh wait, we have our first guest calling.
Oh, we got a phone call.
Wait. Yeah, wait. Who? Hey, how's it going? You're on live with the Bushwick Bears. Who's calling?
Howard Stern.
Oh, hey, Howard Stern.
Wow, and I just mentioned private parts.
Wow, that's
correct.
You did. Yeah,
pretty wild.
That's a big get. That's a big get, Derek.
Okay.
I know. Howard, what's going on, man? We were talking about Boris earlier, and and he mentioned you and everything, and what a big fan. And
what a dummy.
Oh,
wow, that hurts. Why would he call in just to say that?
Yeah, that is kind of.
Wow.
I know. I agree. That's a lot. Howard, you're known.
Should have taken that UCB 401.
That's why.
Maybe
I agree, Howard.
Not you, Derek.
It must be my fault because
You're
I
gay.
never took any UCB classes.
That's gay.
I'm the lowest.
Howard just said that's gay.
That's gay.
Come on, Howard. You don't mean it like
Shut up.
No.
So, all right, Howard, we're gonna take off. Thanks for calling in. I am lonely right now, so it's nice of you to call.
Describe your wife.
As being she's absent. So I'm sorry.
That's gay.
I agree, it is gay, but what am I gonna do? She makes all the decisions, so
Oh, okay.
All right. Well, thanks for calling in, Howard. Have a good one, and we'll see you soon.
I like that it just turned into you talking to yourself, basically.
No, that was Howard Stern calling
Derek,
into the show.
Derek, be honest. For how long did you do that before we did the podcast? How long did you sit there all day talking?
30 seconds. Why do you think it's so bad? Quit. It's something I just thought of. I mean, I thought of it, and then I went back to writing, and then I didn't do anything with
I'm just
it.
imagining your wife gone and you just talking to yourself as Howard Stern for hours at a time.
I wish that the bit worked like that. But I don't want to. I mean, like, I'm just listening to a bunch of other podcasts that are better than ours, and I just don't want to rip off their shit. I'm kidding. There's no other podcast
Those
better than
don't
ours.
exist.
I
Yeah.
know.
I was gonna say, yeah, I could. I haven't. I've been trying to find one and I can't
I only listen to sports podcasts really anymore.
at this point.
Yeah. And music ones, you know. And it's I listen to podcasts about things I can't do, like, you know, sports, music, and reading critically.
Investment.
So yeah.
Business investments. That has been one as of late. Oh my goodness, that was fun.
Yeah.
How's everyone doing? You guys okay?
I mean, hanging in there, all things considered, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty good. I made sushi the other day, so that was fun.
Yeah.
Things could be worse. Yeah.
Exactly.
I've ordered sushi several times. That's the only thing that makes me happy right now is food. That's why I've gotten so fat. I shouldn't say the only thing that makes me happy. It makes me sound very defeatist right now. I'm doing great in life. I mean, all things considered, but like, I don't drink. It's been 2 years since I quit drinking, and I replaced it with Ben and Jerry's. And
Ben and Jerry's.
Yeah,
Ben and Jerry's.
gotten so fat. I want to start drinking again. I miss hanging out and drinking. I haven't drank in 2 years. I miss it. I just miss everybody.
If you want to simulate, you can kind of simulate what it was like when you were drinking with the Ben and Jerry's. And just eat an entire thing of Ben and Jerry's in one sitting while naked, and then just look up your ex-girlfriends on Facebook and text them on Facebook.
Yeah,
And
my
be like,
wife
"Sorry, it
accuses
was the
me of
Ben and
doing that
Jerry's."
already.
She knows you. She knows you too well.
Might as well do it if she thinks you're already guilty.
Yeah, right?
she that's my justification for sure. I was like, I mean, I figured I might as well message them ahead of time since you were already gonna accuse me of that, as it were. I figured I'd just hit them up.
Give him a heads up.
Might as well do it.
Yeah, I keep my phone unlocked. I don't give a shit. She can look at my fucking phone. I ain't worried about nothing. Unless she starts to access my money apps and sees there is none.
And makes deposits into your account.
Yeah, she'd have to.
She's like, I don't like the way this looks on both of us. I'm gonna put $500 in his account right now.
Yeah, like the jail box in prison.
Yeah, right. I'm gonna put some money on his books.
Yeah.
Oh, Matt, how are you?
Wait. Oh no, we have another phone call.
Oh, who's calling?
Oh man, who could be calling us right now? Hold on a second. Got some new technology here. Hey, what's up? You're on with the Bushwick Bears. Who's this?
Me, Hulk Hogan.
Oh, hey, what's up, Hulk Hogan?
What's up, Terry?
Yeah.
I'm Hulk
the
Hogan.
Hulkster.
Yeah, what's going on?
Oh my God.
Hey, I was wondering, maybe you could tell a story about how you got put in so many movies.
Sylvester Stallone wants you to appear in his next Rocky movie.
Oh, no shit. Is that for you or me?
I heard Hulk Hogan had a huge hog.
There wasn't a whole thing.
Hold on. Is that true about your hog, Hulk?
I was a real horse's ass.
Horse's ass or horse's dick?
Yeah, we know about that part, and everything like that. But like,
if we were in a real street fight and you ever got close enough to hit me, it would be all over.
Oh, because his dong is so big. That's why.
A lot of blood flowing down into his wiener.
If you got so close to him, it wouldn't be a close fight because his dog would push you away. That's what he meant by that.
The one in Thunder in Paradise?
Thunder in Paradise? No, I believe that was
me, Hulk Hogan.
That was yeah. Yeah. I know, right?
You guys remember that?
You want to dance with a nature boy? You want to make some serious money, brother?
You know it, dude. I'm always down to make money. How about you?
We were just talking investments.
I know, right?
It's a great investment. I hear Hulk. Is it a great investment to sue Gawker with Peter Thiel? I heard that.
Wow, that's unbelievable.
I know, I agree, but like, what kind of money do you think you really came home with there?
I tell you what, I'll give you $14,000.
I'll take it. Yeah.
I've done worse for less.
All right. Well, thanks so much for calling in, Hulk Hogan, and have a good 2021. All right.
Who's got the largest arms in the world, brother?
Back at you, dude.
Yeah,
All right.
Hulk
Another
Hogan.
Bushwick Bears exclusive with Hulk
That was
Hogan.
great. Hulk Hogan, a childhood hero of mine.
Am I being
I am
nostalgic
Hulk.
about his movies, or were they actually pretty good?
I really liked No Holds Barred.
Mr. Nanny?
You're being very
Nanny.
nostalgic right now.
they were shit. It's like
I had
it's
to
like,
do I did one of those Mystery Science Theater 3000 shows
Uh-huh.
with Frank Conniff, and we did Hulk Hogan had a Christmas one. It was like Santa with muscles. And it was
I'm trying to remember the name of it.
it
What
was
it
so
called?
horrible. He's barely Santa. There's no snow. It's like shot in LA or Tampa or
That'd be great
something.
if
So
they
it's like
called it Santa with muscles.
yeah. And it was Mila Kunis's first movie. She was like
What?
10. Yeah.
Hulk Hogan, what was he, like 45 at that point?
Yeah, it was when he was like decycling, it was like in between, like, because he was thin. He wasn't like he wasn't jacked. I mean, he was ripped, but normally he's like really gigantic, but he was like thinner and more cut in this. So it was like in between, like when he was like doing wrestling promo gigs or whatever, because they always bulk up for that shit.
I need to know. I'm gonna look up his movie, his Santa Claus movie.
I feel like I remember enjoying Thunder in Paradise. That was like the boat version of Knight Rider.
Yeah, I was into it was that. Yeah.
It
And
was pretty fun. I think I just liked
Suburban
the tech.
Commando was funny, was cute.
Oh, I don't know that one.
There was
Suburban
also
Commando was great.
No Holds Barred.
Dude.
No Holds Barred when it came out was the
good.
shit. Yeah.
Hey, Boris,
Uh-huh.
guess what it's called?
What's called?
The movie. The Hulk Hogan Christmas movie.
Oh, the Santa one? Is
Yeah,
it
well,
Santa
guess what
with
it's called?
muscles?
Yes, that's what it's fucking called.
Santa with muscles.
Wait, really?
Yes, that's,
Yeah.
I'm not even lying. I
told you.
That's what it's called.
Yeah. I did a whole damn show about it. We like
Santa
skipped
with
through
muscles.
parts of the movie because it was so bad.
That happens. There's so many movies. Like when I was a kid, I loved like Garbage Pail Kids. It was so much fun. Did you?
That was a horrible movie.
That movie is
that.
fucking garbage. It's one of the worst movies I've ever seen.
Yeah. I hated Garbage Pail Kids.
I don't know. That has nothing to do with Cabbage Patch Kids, does it?
No, it was like the like
They're like the fucked up
Gross
Cabbage Patch
version.
Kids. Yeah.
yeah.
Huh.
They,
Like,
I don't think they
like
officially.
Snot Nose Steven or
Yeah.
STD Jericho.
Oh, like it
Whoa,
was adult.
whoa. Come on.
We should make some Garbage Pail Kids of like Diabetes Derek and Bolshevik Boris.
Yeah,
And
I was like, is it going to be Jew or Russian? Which is
Yeah.
my flaw.
Which is it going to be, Jew or Russian? I like it.
Jericho the Junkie. You're lucky my dad died. He could have taken that crown.
My friend did make a flyer for a show once that was he called it the Balls of Jericho, and I was wearing a Speedo. My balls
That's
were
awesome.
just super huge, but I did have a bloody nose.
That's hilarious.
It was a bloody nose with giant balls and a beer in my hand.
Thanks for Hulk for calling in. It made me think of wrestling moves I've ever tried, like in real fights. Like
Like what?
like the Canadian, like the flying headbutt.
Oh, that's great.
The Chris Benoit jump off something and hit somebody in the head with your forehead.
The flying CTE.
Did that work?
Yeah. No, I never
Dude,
tried that. No,
I'm
like,
not gonna.
go ahead. Sorry.
I'm not gonna, dude. I'm not gonna lie. After you remember Goldberg, the wrestler?
Of course, he's still wrestling.
He's still ripped too. It is.
Yeah.
I think he's late 50s.
Yeah.
I speared like 4 fights in a row. I speared guys.
Oh, no kidding.
Boy, his move. Oh my God, that was
What
mine.
is
I was
it?
fearless.
What does that mean?
I mean, it's basically you get down like a 3-point stance, almost like you're in football.
And then just tackle them.
Yeah, you're basically
flying tackle.
you're running at them full force, and you're just gonna hurl your body at their midsection, like shoulder first, and just take them out.
Well,
Okay.
from 12 to 25, I was invincible, right? I thought it was my own natural talent. I realized it was just luck when I got sucker punched in the face and broke my jaw. But before that, I was like, oh, I'll just spear dudes. It was my move. I would run and just shoulder tackle them, and then all of a sudden I'm on top of them.
I would body slam people. When I saw that you could do that in a real fight and it wasn't just a wrestling move, I started body slamming people whenever I could, except for I could never get a kid up over my head.
You couldn't military press someone your size.
I would use humor to dissolve the situation or run away.
What I would do was, if I started losing a fight, I would just go
tap out.
And I'd start waiting for my fans to rally around me and stuff.
Shaking her.
Hump, 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 hump. And that would rally me back. I'd just start hitting the guy.
I never really watched wrestling, but I did do the thing with my friends who watched wrestling where we would shove each other in a basement or in a backyard or something.
Yeah, just do. I thought to live in New Jersey, you had to watch wrestling. I thought it was part of the deal.
It did feel that way sometimes, but I didn't really appreciate it. I will say, honestly, I probably looked down on it until I worked for Spike and went to a TNA fight. And it was pretty awesome. It was pretty cool to watch. They were I don't know. It felt like both athletic, but also like they're almost dancing. It was
like the theater of it.
Yeah, it was just a lot of entertainment. It was very entertaining, a lot of skill involved with it. I was like, oh, I get it. This is I can see why people enjoy it. Whereas I think I was very elitist, this is for dumb people or something when I was younger.
You know who owned TNA wrestling?
Who's that?
Who?
Billy Corgan.
Really?
Oh no, and he owned NWA.
No, he owned TNA.
TNA, did he?
Yeah, because I went into, they were owned by some big cable apparatus, and they were looking for programming, and I talked to them about a wrestling show. And but I'm really not really versed in that world. And I definitely wasn't at the time, but it's had kind of a resurgence. But looking back on it, I should have been yeah, I love it. And then just Googled, crammed in for 24 hours or whatever, just to try and sell myself on it. But
I do remember hearing about Billy Corgan buying the wrestling organization.
He might have because they merged at a certain point, like a couple of the smaller ones merged together. But he was a really big fan. He was actively writing.
That's so funny.
Yeah. That would have been, I should have done it just to be I worked for the Smashing Pumpkin.
The Smashing Pumpkin. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about?
I checked out on Billy Corgan for a while, but then I saw him on the cover of Cat Fancy magazine, and he was dating Jessica Simpson. I'm I'm back in.
On the cover of what magazine?
He was on the cover of Chicago Cat magazine or something. He's a really big cat guy.
This is real. This isn't a bit. This is
not a bit. No, I'm not making this fact up about Billy Corgan.
I mean, it's just a lot. It doesn't blow my mind, I guess, that there's a magazine specifically for cat lovers.
Are you doubting me?
I'm just trying to understand the situation here.
No, so he's really big into I know this because it was in a barber shop. He's really big into antiquing and cat stuff, and also wrestling, his cats. And he was dating Jessica Simpson. It's fucking bananas. And I was all right, I'm back in on this dude.
Huh.
I had to break down an Attell bit the other night. I'll tell this. I had to break down an Attell bit, and I think they wanted me to break down a whole bit, but I just took one joke, and it was Attell. It was so dated. He's like, I've got a thing for Jessica Simpson. Every guy's got a thing for Jessica Simpson. My fantasy is, I go, hey, Jessica, can you hold your sister Ashley by the head while I kick her in the throat?
That's why he's the king.
That's why he's the king, man.
He should be on the Cat Fancy magazine.
I don't think Dave owns cats. I don't know if he. Who knows?
Well,
But Billy Corgan sure does. He's petting pussy left and right. Back then.
Heyo.
we just had to bring my grandma. As you guys know, my grandma passed away like not too long ago. We had to grab her cat and bring it over to my mom's house, and she's got a cat already. I was surprised what a leaf she turned when we first. Man, it was crazy trying to. This cat hid inside a couch, wouldn't come out. I had to chase it around. Like basically, I ended up moving the couch and like patting the back of it until it ran out of it, and then my mom held the cat container, and I like got it inside there. This thing was fucking screaming the whole car ride from my grandma's to my mom's. God, and my mom warned me too. Like, I didn't expect it to be that difficult. I was like, I'm just gonna go over there and grab the cat. She's like, you're not gonna get this cat without me. I'm like, this is a fucking cat. I will get the cat. I'm bigger and smarter than the cat. Well, yeah, it would have been difficult without my mom there. And then it like hid under the bed as soon as we brought it. And my mom told me, she was like, this thing's going to be pissing the bed the first week. Like, it's just not comfortable in a new environment. And then I came back. I was there this past weekend, and they're both fucking chilling, sitting next to each other.
Oh, that's cool.
Nice. Good turnaround for the cat.
I always empathize for the animals in that situation. But yeah, a cat will definitely get away. When I was younger, I used to try and trap my grandma's cats. With booby traps. And they would like I was bored, so I would do that thing where you put like the box up with the stick,
so when it goes on it falls.
So like underneath it you pull the stick.
Could I tell you about something really horrible that
I mean, I would immediately release. It was catch and release. It wasn't like I was like yeah, go ahead.
You weren't cooking and eating the cat after you.
Yeah, no, fuck no. I didn't have any Jeffrey Dahmer. Fuck, I was just like, we didn't have TV because my uncle sold it for heroin, so I didn't have anything else to do. And then my uncle traded his life for heroin, and everybody throw the ball with anymore.
Now you needed a cat.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry.
A friend of mine's parents, their cat got sick, and I think maybe they couldn't afford to deal with it or what it was, but they basically just drove the cat to a neighboring town and let it out of the car and drove home. And then the cat found its way back to their house.
Wow. Well, you better keep that fucking cat, dude.
No, they took it to a further town, and then it didn't find its way back.
Jesus. They put it in a pillowcase, threw it over a bridge.
I mean, honestly, for all I know, they might have and just told us this other still horrible story just to cover up the worst one that might have been the reality.
Right. Oh man.
I hate animal cruelty to no end.
I don't like animal cruelty, but I can't say I care much about cats. Like, I like them as much as any other living thing, but just compared to dogs, I just could never.
Oh, dogs are so much better. Cats are cute though. I just like, there isn't like any animal that like I really like. I can't. I don't know. I'm too much of an adult, I guess, to like be like, I hate this animal. You know, like things exist.
I do not like Chihuahua dogs. And
Yeah,
I don't
love
hate them. I don't hate them, but I don't like them.
Oh, I mean, I don't like skunks,
pigeons.
But I mean, like, I don't hate that they exist though either.
No,
like,
I mean, everything's got a place, I suppose. Snakes, I'm not a huge fan of snakes, but also, let them live. Did I tell you guys when we went hiking? Like, this is like months ago now. We went hiking and saw. For some reason, I have people around me who do have an affinity for animal cruelty for some reason. But we were hiking, and we saw what do you call it? Like a rattlesnake. It was like a straight up, like, I Googled it. It's like in the middle of the trail, chilling in the sun.
Oh, that was the trail I told you to go to, right?
Yes. We saw a rattlesnake.
Yeah.
And we were like, fuck, we're like walk back. We're like, let's maybe not go. There's a way we could go around it. And then these two women are behind us hiking, and we warn them that there's a snake up there. They also have a look for themselves and start going around it. And then this dude starts walking. He's got earphones in, like Nike shirt, like chest puffed out, walking. We actually thought he was a park ranger just because, like, there's a snake there, and he just looked so official. He had like the sunglasses and everything. And we like tell him, he's got headphones in, finally takes out his headphone. We're like, there's a rattlesnake up there, not phased, barely makes a reaction, chest puffed out, just keeps going forward. So I was making a phone call, and Megan and I are there. The ladies follow him. Then they come back towards us. They're like, he threw a rock at it. We're like, what? They're like, he just marched right up to it, picked up a big rock, threw a rock at it.
What an asshole.
And kept going. And and sure enough, also it's like, I looked it up, and the thing is super poisonous, but it's also not going to attack humans unless you antagonize it.
Yeah, I hope he got bit.
Well, he didn't. Unfortunately, what did happen was we walked back up. He said it was dead, but we walked back up, and I saw it move. I saw it wasn't dead. So I'm like, fuck this. We'll still go around. So we go around, and we basically do the trail in the opposite direction. So we go all the way in the opposite direction. And as we're heading towards where the snake was, surely enough, this family's like, hey, be careful. There's a snake up there. I'm like, oh, actually, some moron threw a rock at it. They're like, well, I don't know that it's dead. And so finally, when I got to it, and I have a video of this, it is definitely still alive because its head was moving on the video, but its lower half, probably from wherever he hit it with the rock down, was straight up like turning black and was getting flies around it.
Oh,
so I think
what an asshole.
He straight up Christopher Reeve the snake.
What a fucking asshole.
Yeah. But again,
that goes to show that people are animals, and they're the only animals I don't like.
It's true.
Especially the like.
I found a bunch. This is not a good. It's not a good story. Never mind.
Yeah, let's not do two bad ones.
Are you sure you don't want to do a further act of animal cruelty? I can do another.
No, I just saw a bunch of kids in my neighborhood torturing a snake, and I beat them all up.
Oh, good. You told that story before.
Yeah, they were fucking with
the
snake, and I literally just fucking knocked the shit out of all three of them.
I think if we're gonna, in more Zoom shows that we have to do, I'm gonna make like a soundboard. I'm sorry, I think you cut out on me, or maybe I cut out. I didn't hear anything.
No, you cut out on me for a minute as well.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that.
No, you're still there.
You're freezing up a little bit there, Jared.
Yeah.
But
okay.
We'll work with it.
I am.
You're good now, I think.
Okay, cool.
What was that?
I'm a drunk pimp.
That wasn't me.
That's Dr. Phil.
I'm a drunk pimp.
So now
I deserve
drunk pimp
to be treated better than this.
I agree, Dr. Phil. I'm gonna make a soundboard, right? But it's gonna be like Dr. Phil and Fraser Crane and like BB Newworth, like the lamest like soundboard ever. And do real middle class white drops.
He who yells loudest and last ain't right.
That's right. It's gonna be called the Walmart soundboard. Anyways, all right. Have we done enough time for these?
Yeah, I think it's pretty good. I'll go in and cut out that little.
No, you don't. I mean, you don't have to. Whatever. Let's listen to it first. We'll see.
Yeah,
there might be some real comedy in there.
Some gold.
I laughed.
Yeah,
I laughed a couple times.
Remember when you kept criticizing the? Yeah.
You got to move your mouth when you pretend to say a word.
Yeah, just go like this. Ready? White, do it for me, Derek.
Okay.
You got to criticize. You got to remember when you criticize the.
I think we're still off because
Derek, do one for me. Do one for me. Okay.
Yeah.
The media and banks are run by the Jews.
You can't say Jews real loud over that.
No, my bit wasn't failing. That'll be the quote that
Oh,
Seth Simons finds to fire me from the job I never get in the first place.
Yeah,
the job I never
hope-
got paid that well.
I
for.
would love it if Seth Simons would cancel us. That would give us so much more airplay.
It's true. Some
Yeah.
legitimacy. Please
Yeah.
hate us.
Who did?
No, I said please hate us.
Oh, there was something else. Shit, related to Seth Simons. I had to tell you guys. Fuck. It wasn't related to Seth Simons, but it was about. Okay, never mind. All right, sorry about
take
that.
it
Well, I'll
offline.
think of it later. Yeah, we'll end here, right? We're gonna end
Yeah,
here.
follow at Bushwick Bears.
That Bushwick
Yeah, thanks so
Bears.
much for listening to another show. Thanks for our guests, Howard Stern and Hulk Hogan.
And Dr. Phil.
Dr. Phil provides some drops.
Dr.
Yeah.
Phil
Dr.
made
Phil,
the
they
appearance.
should call him Dr. Full because he is full of wisdom.
He's yep.
All right, I'm
That
sorry.
should be a T-shirt. You
Yeah.
should be a T-shirt designer, Boris. I love
Dr.
it.
Phil of Wisdom.
All right, you
tweet
guys.
right
That
there.
was fun.